Star Trek Lower Decks is now cemented as a genuine Star Trek, and the series continues to homage and spoof every corner of the Star Trek universe, including an acclaimed crossover with Star Trek Deep Space Nine. The animated comedy from executive producer and creator Mike Mahan has established itself as the most entertaining and unpredictable Star Trek program available on Paramount+. And guess what? We've already enjoyed 3 hilarious seasons of Lower Decks, and we are expecting a 4th one soon. So let us show you Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4. So what is Star Trek Lower Decks? Did you know that Star Trek Lower Decks is the 9th main series in the Star Trek universe? Well, actually it's the 10th if you count the companion series Star Trek Short Treks, and the 12th overall. Yeah, we've got a lot of Star Trek to love. Lower Decks is only the 2nd series to be completely animated following Star Trek the Animated Series. And with episodes only running 30 minutes, it also is the 3rd series with animated episodes right after Short Treks. Created by the hilarious Mike McMahon, this animated adult comedy is produced in collaboration with Titmouse Inc. and is a part of Alex Kurtzman's 5-year plan to expand the Star Trek franchise like never before. Lower Decks focuses on the less important crew members aboard one of the Starfleet's, least important ships. Set on the lower decks of the California-class USS Cerritos, the show takes place during the Star Trek Next Generation era, specifically in 2380 right after Star Trek Nemesis. Some fans even call the 4 main characters the Warp Core 4, but the production team prefers the Lower Deckers. Pretty catchy, right? Host John Van Siders chose LDS as the series' official abbreviation, which also happens to be a cheeky nod to Kirk's line about LSD in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. We will stick with LD to keep things consistent with other Star Trek series abbreviations. And guess what? We have already enjoyed 3 hilarious seasons of Lower Decks, and we're expecting a 4th one soon. So stay tuned for more juicy updates on Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 release date. Star Trek fans, if you're eagerly anticipating the release of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4, we have got some exciting news to share with you. Paramount Plus renewed the show for its 4th season in January 2022, a full 8 months before the release of Season 3. This shows the streaming service's confidence in the show's continued success and popularity. The writers of Lower Decks wasted no time in getting to work on Season 4, and by the end of summer 2022, the screenplays for all the episodes were completed. This is no easy feat considering the tight schedules and deadlines that TV writers typically face. Meanwhile, the production team was already filming Season 4 by the end of summer 2022. This means that the cast and crew were already bringing their latest adventures of Lower Decks crew to life. Based on the show's previous release schedule, we can expect the new season to debut on Paramount Plus in the latter half of summer 2023. Usually, Lower Deck premieres in August or late July each year, so it is likely that Season 4 will follow a similar pattern. And from the show creator, his latest tweet on March 28, 2023 said, "Season 4 this summer. Season 5 being written now. Lower Decks, Lower Decks." Now we can therefore expect the season to be released very soon in this upcoming summer. And wow, I know that the tweet is surprising as he also mentioned the writing that Season 5 had begun. And guess what? Yes, the show has been renewed for a 5th season. What to expect from Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4. So keep watching as Lower Decks Season 4 promises to have love, laughs, and a wedding. With Beckett back on board, we're pumped to see the ensigns embark on even more crazy adventures. But wait, there's more. The showrunner for Lower Decks is super stoked about Season 4, calling it their funniest and most dramatic season yet. He even teased some exciting details like a fan favorite Vulcan, T'Lyn, getting more screen time. Yes, that's true, and now what will T'Lyn bring on the table? I know you are wondering why an introduction of a new character, but just imagine that T'Lyn brings to the show her own unique perspective to the team, as it would add more detail and some great twists to the story. An amazing episode set on Orion, finally. Showrunner has been dropping some very interesting hints about the plot. Apparently, the gang is heading to Orion and there is going to be a wedding. How exciting is that? McMahon also said that Season 4 is going to be the best one yet. It's going to be funny, dramatic, and filled with T'Lyn. A super sweet romantic episode. We're not telling if there's any smooching though. A wedding. Get your Worf wedding attire ready because someone's tying the knot. Who is getting hitched? Well, maybe Shax and Dr. Tiana. They've been a thing since Season 2, and we've seen them using the holodeck to, keep things interesting. Star Trek Lower Decks crossover with Strange New Worlds. Firstly, in one of the episodes of Strange New Worlds Season 2, Jack Quaid and Tawny Newsome will appear in live action as Boimler and Mariner on the USS Enterprise. And wait for it, as you will not believe this, there might even be an animated part where Captain Christopher Pike and his crew will appear as cartoon characters. Don't forget that Strange New Worlds Season 2 is coming before Lower Decks Season 4, so we can expect some really crazy moments when Mariner and Boimler meet Pike, Spock, and Number 1 in Lower Decks Season 4. Peanut Hamper returns. Yep, you heard it here first. Peanut Hamper, the exocomp, will be back in Season 4 with her own storyline. Could this mean a return for Agamas 2? Easter eggs. Lower Decks is known for its Star Trek references and Easter eggs, which started as an inside thing for the team. Now they have fun putting them in episodes, sometimes just to mess with eagle-eyed fans who love to hunt for them. Character development. Season 3 saw a lot of character exploration, and McMahon shares how his approach to character development has evolved. He's even changed some plans for characters like Rutherford based on the actor's portrayals and inspiration. Originally, he planned to reset the characters like other animated comedies, but he found the journey of self-discovery more exciting and rewarding. Season 4 trailer. Unfortunately, one bad news of the day is that there is no trailer of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 out yet, but the season is expected to come out very soon, so therefore we should be getting an official trailer released soon. So folks, Season 4 of Lower Decks is shaping up to be an absolute blast with love, laughter, and plenty of surprises in store. We cannot wait to see what the crew gets up to this time around. But which crew should we expect? Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 cast. As Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 beams back to our screens from Season 3, get ready to boldly go where no one has gone before, as we journey alongside the intrepid crew of the USS Cerritos. Beckett Mariner is still sticking around. So now I know your hearts are bursting with joy as you wait to reunite with the inimitable Beckett Mariner, played by the amazing Tawny Newsome. Obviously, we don't expect much to change from her, and she should continue to be fearless and feisty as ever, but also it will be great to wait to see what surprises she has in store for us this time around. Brad Boimler is not going anywhere soon. And what's Star Trek without a trusty and lovable sidekick? Most loved fan favorite Boimler, played by the talented Jack Quaid, yes, he is from The Boys, should be back and ready to navigate us through the perilous cosmos. And we cannot forget about the ever-curious and endearing Devon Attendee, played by Noelle Wells. Other casts that we expect to remain. Keep watching, as that's not all yet. Eugene Cordero will be reprising his role as the intrepid Sam Rutherford alongside the ever-professional Carol Freeman, played by the brilliant Don Lewis. And who can forget the hilarious Jack Ransom, played by the charming Jerry O'Connell, and the cool and collected Tiana, played by the wonderful Gillian Vigman. Every favorite character is expected to remain. New characters in the mix. While this will make you more anxious as you await for the release, we will be thrilled to announce that a new character will be joining the crew, the formidable T-Lin, voiced by the talented Gabrielle Ruiz. And let's not forget about Peanut Hamper, who is voiced by Keith Donahue, and whom we will be seeing more of in Season 4. Any guest voices to expect? Lower Deck Season 4 rumors are very promising on more casts for the season, as we could be thrilled to have more Star Trek Legacy guest voices. James Cromwell will be reprising his iconic role as Zephram Cochrane, and the legendary George Takei will be making an appearance as Captain Sulu. How amazing is that?